Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, four crazy rescue dogs, a rescue cat, and two rescue guinea pigs who likes to craft in her spare time, has gone back to school to be an ASL interpreter, and is trying to train for Iron Man. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message. It boosts my serotonin and my self esteem, and I could use that. And if you are returning, you already know the crazy you're in for, so grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. Okay. So this last week was craziness. One of the professors in my program, it's a very small group, we do a lot of interacting, tested positive for COVID. So my Wednesday class was online, um, which is fine. Honestly, it works out better. There's not We're at the stage where we're putting together a portfolio, and we're either doing internship hours or you're short internship hours and you have a question. So there's not a whole lot that we need to be with each other for. Hang on one second. I think my dog has something. Okay, so that was very helpful. On Thursday, my dear friend Matt came over and moved, and I want to say he moved because he did not allow me with knowing with my back and everything. And for years, he's gone in for like Staples and done deliveries where he's moving furniture and setting up new offices and taking down offices and stuff. So he between him and a little bit of help from the two kids, we moved all of the furniture that I was moving. There were a couple pieces. I had to go back on Saturday and get one bookshelf, and then I had somebody who came by and got my old partner's desk and a couple cabinets. But realistically, last week we moved everything to the new office. Today I spent a couple hours over there starting to unpack and put things where they're going to be. I have a couple pieces that I have two file cabinets. One is going to go to my friend's house. One is going to come here for the boy to use for music. Once a bunch of files are scanned in, which I actually have a little second workstation in my file room. Um, my scanner and stuff will go there, and the shredder will go there. And once all of those dead files are gone, I will likely be able to um, get rid of a couple of those. I have those really big, the kind in the offices, the really big file cabinets. I have a couple of those. I have four of those, and I'd say two plus of those. Plus, I had a couple other places that I was storing files as well, old files that I no longer need. I have a so there's a lot that needs to be scanned in and shredded. A lot. So the kids are gonna each get to pick a day of the week, and they're gonna come to the office for the day, and that is gonna be their chore. I think that's more than fair. I mean, realistic. Oh, let's see. So we started to unpack and do all of that. And I have to say, I really like my new office. One, not having to drive an hour one way is a godsend. I literally have 20-minute drive, if that, like 15-20 minute drive one way now. Um, and it's all my office. Like I no longer refer to the other room as Nanette's old office kind of thing. So this is all me. Does that come with some extra pressure? Yes, it does, because it's all. So yeah. So let's see. On Friday, I had my deafblind class, another amazing class. Like really and truly, I love this class. It's probably been my favorite out of all of the classes so far. If I have to be completely honest. Um, the next time we go to class, y'all, guess where we're going? We're having a field trip. We get to spend the whole day at the leader dogs for the blind with the puppies. I could squeal. We're gonna go get to like, yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You have no idea how excited. Like, I get to go deal with the little like the leader dog guide puppies. Um, and she won't tell us what we're doing in the afternoon. I have my suspicions, but I don't know for sure. So one of the things she brought in, there is a deaf-blind young man who does macrame. Like, dude, I'm sighted and I don't know that I could do macrame. This guy is deaf-blind. He's like 20 years old. He's looking for a wife. So if anybody, is down with marrying Jose, let me know. Apparently that's our new mission. Find Jose a wife. Which I kind of chuckle at, obviously. Jose, he only knows how to do the one thing in macrame that he sells. They are $5 a piece, and they come in various sizes down to itty bitty, like for your keychain. They come in all sorts of colors. I actually wanted one that was 2 shades of blue, and somebody else bought that one first. So it's the I love you sign in macrame. How cool is that? So I have this one, and then, I have a slightly smaller one. This one is going to go at the office because I just think it's fantastic. So honestly, if you want one, let me know and I will get a hold of Jill and I'll get you one. Just let me know, like, if you have a color. He did some really pretty ones that are rainbow, like pride colors. So I think that's really sweet. I love that mine is more, I guess, American colors, red, white, and blue. I don't know. I love it. Again, they're $5 and I will just charge you whatever I have to ship if you want one, because I think they're absolutely fantastic. So again, all the money goes to the deaf-blind individual who made them. I absolutely love it. And I bought 2 because I have to have one for home too. And mine are both the same color. So that's my big haul. I know. I know. Aren't you impressed? I love it. I love it. And anytime that I can support, an artist like that, I love that. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So this week I have mediation tomorrow morning, which is my birthday. So I was actually scheduling myself out of the office, and no, that's not going to work. Okay. So we have mediation, and I interpret at night. I would like to make it over to the office a little bit more to set up some more stuff. But it's really gonna, I am really feeling, to give you a clue, Friday night I went to bed, I was asleep by 9:30, and I slept Saturday until 7:30. Did I sleep later than that? No, I got up at 7:30 because I dropped the boy child off at class. I went to the old office for a bit, went to the new office for a bit. Yeah. Then I took a nap that afternoon. I'm 99% sure I did. For like 2 hours. I ended up staying up late last night. For some reason, my brain, like, I got in a groove, and you'll see why. And because Saturday, you'll see why. And then last night, so I didn't wake up this morning until 8:30, 9 o'clock. I mean, I've slept more in this last weekend than I have in a long time. But I am still absolutely exhausted. And the other thing is, like, all of the exhaustion and the stress, I'm back to needing to use the cream on my face because I kind of slacked off, but I definitely, I'm all red and splotchy. We have found out, I don't know if I told you guys this, I'm allergic to whitefish now. Yay me. I like fish. It sucks. And salmon is actually a whitefish. Who knew? It's not white. It's pink. I thought it was safe. I'm not. I had an allergic reaction. That said, bean can still have fish. I just will not be able to take part. So far, shellfish are fine. Shrimp and that is fine. very scary. I am living right now off of Dayquil as well. I would be a little bit more concerned about having COVID another time with the exposure lately, except for the fact that I hadn't seen that professor in a couple weeks, really. So I think I'm safe. Like, I'm not worried about testing. I think it's just all weather. I live in Michigan. The weather right now is intense and insane. So, um, did I get a lot of stitching done? Yes and no. Did I get everything that I would have liked to touched? No. Am I okay with that? Yeah. Yeah, because I got a lot of other stuff done. And this week, like I said, I have court or mediation tomorrow, court Wednesday. I've got to track down. I have a decision that was made in our favor according to my client because he got a copy of it. I didn't get a copy of it, so I've got to track down a copy of it. I'm supposing my client can get it to me, but I don't have it as of right now. The boys' Thursday, Thursday night class is finished. I'm not sure how he did. I have to look. I'm a little scared to look. I don't want to be angry. So, there's that. I don't know how he's doing on English. Oh, I didn't realize that on the 31st I have a pulmonology appointment. That's probably a good thing because I've really been struggling lately. To the point where I'm pretty sure that the pulmonologist would tell me to take the round of steroids that I have, but I'm trying to avoid having a round of steroids because having Dayquil raises your blood sugar. Yeah. Uh-huh. Being sick will raise your blood sugar. Stress will raise your blood sugar. My blood sugar's been a little high lately. So, we're trying to find ways to calm Kelly down. As well as really push for the end of the year finishes, or at least to hit major markers on some bigger projects. Okay, so let's get into it. As you know, I put them in my pile here, and we work from the pile, which makes it really easy in some ways, difficult in other ways. Did I work on Schoolhouse Rocks? Sadly, I did not. This was one of those pieces that I really, really wanted to get my hands on and make some significant progress on it, and I didn't. And the final drop is now out. And I absolutely love it. Now, that said, if I was going to start this again, tell me not to. Tell me not to. I actually would do a less intense blue. I would do like maybe a shade or two darker than like baby blue for sky, like sky blue. I don't know that I would go this intense. After all of that to dye it myself. But I don't know. And the other thing that I want to do, they have Bill. Like, I'm just a Bill on Capitol Hill. Okay, which is my absolute all-time favorite Schoolhouse Rocks video. Absolute. I want to take him and I want to do him two ways. I want to make him an ornament because he's my favorite. Somehow I want to merge it with the I voted button from Ink Circles. This is a freebie on the Ink Circles website. If you don't have one and you haven't stitched it and you live in the US, go get yourself one and make it. And I literally, mine technically is a needle minder, but I also wanted it so that I could pin it to my clothes. Now that said, I still take the staying stickers. I take the stickers because they go in my Jeep. Like a badge of honor. Not even gonna lie. So, okay, so did we touch Schoolhouse Rocks? We did not. Sad but true. Sad but true. Did I touch Buffet Mat? I think I actually did. But because it's a bigger project and I know it's on my WIPGO still, it doesn't go in the big pile usually, because that way I know I can still touch it. Did I touch Modern Folk Embroidery this last week? I did not. Did I touch Kay and Dennis? God, that sounds really creepy, doesn't it? Did I touch them? I did not. I don't know. I do need to pull out the periodic table. I don't think I did. I did not. We're still there. Okay. What's wrong, big girl? That's my big girl crying. I gotta start getting her a supplement. I gotta buckle down and just remember to do it. Okay. I worked on Pandemic today. I am working solidly on page 3. I'm actually almost to the edge now of page 3 to start. She may start her. Listen, my band of demons may start their evil singing. Okay, again, this is another project that I do not expect to be done with this before the year 2050,000 of our Lord and Savior. So, just so you know, this is one that honestly I would like to at least reach hold, please. So yeah, again, I'm not anticipating this done anytime soon because the year 2050,000 of our Lord is not for quite some time. Do I hope it's done before then? Yes. Am I counting on it being done anytime soon? Absolutely not. I don't think we're at 20% even. And that would be only 20% of the main color. So let's look. Let's see where we're at. We're at 18.01%. We're actually farther along than I thought. This is good news. This is good news. It would be really nice by the end of the year to make it to 25% of the main color. I think that's doable. I think it only takes me like 300 stitches to get a percentage done. So but that would be 7%. But I think a good weekend on that, and we may be there. So for some reason, this has not gotten put back in my whip pile of doom in my bedroom because I keep hoping 2050,000. Okay, my goal is to have this done by the end of the year. If I don't work, the problem is it doesn't have an alliteration day. I wish it was Mermaid Monday. I really do. But right now we're stuck on Monopoly Monday. And I don't like Monopoly Monday. The Monopoly board is one of those that if it's not called for on WhipGo, or I don't have like the Monday Monopoly, I probably wouldn't grab it to work on it. But Mermaid Monday sounds amazing. And so does my little mermaid man. So he is now stitching wise, because Pattern Keeper doesn't count the back stitching, because Pattern Keeper. He's now at just over 80%. He's so pretty. Okay, so like when I hold him up here, I'm like, he does look like they're little scales. When I'm looking at it close, I'm like, what the heck am I stitching? It looks like a blob. Now, I will say that there's a metric ton, probably an imperial ton of back stitching on this man. Am I sad about that? No, because it makes him just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. He's amazing. Do I look forward to doing all the back stitching? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So he needs to be pulled out sooner than later because my goal is to have him done for Christmas and to actually FFO him. I have no idea how I'm going to FFO him though. None. I don't want him a pillow because my dogs will eat them. Because my dogs are buttheads. We're all clear on that, right? Okay, next in my pile is Thoughtful Thursday piece, which I actually worked on it on Sunday. So, yeah, there's that. Because I was busy moving an office on Thursday. And then when I got done and I got home, I Zoomed, but I did not want to work on this piece. I had other things in my head. So I worked on this today. And I really don't like what I stitched, but I'm not going to tear it out. This is the Praiseworthy Designs Courage Cell. I think I counted right. But no, soon enough. That it will end there, and then it will end here, and only goes down there. So I worked on this piece in here, which is supposed to be a big flower. I don't know if I'm loving it. Lady. Nobody wants to hear you singing. That's one of those pieces that honestly I would really like to get it done sooner than later. Okay. On Sunday, though, it's Sunday, stocking Sunday. So this morning before I went over to the office, I worked on my son's stocking. My poor stocking. My stockings need a project bag. And I'm fine with all 4 stockings being in the same bag. But then I wouldn't have to have all the crinkles. So I am still up here. That said, I have that whole top border done. All of the back stitching and everything got done today. And it is glorious. So next week, I will, because it's Ada and it's easier to count. Everybody laugh now, because we all know how funny that is. I will probably skip where his name is and just go down and do this next yellow border and then start on this ginormous bow. You guys don't know how much I am tempted to set this aside a little bit and work on bean stocking, because bean stocking is a lot of solid blue. On Saturdays, I do sorority Saturday. If you're new here, I'm an Alpha Gamma Delta alumni. Love my Alpha Gamma. I am still very close friends with with several of my sorority sisters. And know that they would always have my back, and that is an amazing feeling to have that support system. I am hoping when my daughter is done with her associates and transfers to a 4-year that she will join a sorority. Do I have a lot of faith that she will? We'll see. Okay, so I am doing the armorial bearings for Alpha Gamma Delta, and last night I got going. As you can tell, I got going. So honestly, from here over, all that has to be done is the fill-in color. This is on a piece of 32 count Joblin. This is my first piece of Joblin. It will not be my last. It is from Be Stitch Me in the color of One More Reproduction, which was their special die for Common Threaded Stitcher, and I took a shot and bought it. I don't know that she offered Ada. Why I didn't go with Ada, I don't know. I don't know what made me say, send me Joblin. I have no idea. But before Kelly thought that Present Kelly would like a Joblin. Before Kelly was right about Present Kelly. Present Kelly loves this Joblin. It's not flimsy like, I love the color and the fabric that I'm stitching Summertime on it from Fortnite Fabric. But it is thin. This ain't. This has got some heft. And that is just, chef's kiss. Love it. I love, it was amazing to watch and go, oh my gosh, I'm getting so much done. I will say that there is a part of me that wants to almost immediately go in and add the color on this section. And it is taking a lot of restraint not to. And once my armorial bearing is done on that piece, then we will start the conversion on Celtic Lady. So at my, I made a decision today. I have a ficus. It's a fake ficus. I have had the fake ficus since 2019, and I bought the fake ficus used. Okay, so I have a used fake ficus. I don't care. I love my ficus. I love my ficus at my office. It's one of those goofy things, and it apparently is causing some turmoil in some people's lives. They don't like my ficus. They don't understand why I have a ficus. So now I have decided that the ficus is staying. The ficus has white Christmas lights on it. Now, generally, I don't plug in my ficus. I think this year I'm going to, and that this year, starting maybe at Christmas time, I'm going to decorate my ficus for each holiday. I have wanted a holiday tree. You guys have heard me talk about this for quite some time. But I was like, where am I going to put it in my house? Like right now. I do not have space. But I can have a holiday ficus. And who doesn't love a good holiday ficus? So, I am stitching Heart in Hand Halloween Parade. And I do love this. This is my Festive Friday or Frightful Friday. I'm going to also stitch them individually so that these little guys will make ornaments for my ficus. Will they be done for this year? Nope. Nope. We all know that. Look, I'm going to be lucky if these 5 are done in the one piece without the saying for this Halloween at this rate. Because really and truly, it's my Friday piece. Fridays generally aren't too bad unless I have deafblind class. And in which case, it's 7 hours and I come home and the last thing I want to do is count. So this is on a piece of, I call it Dirty Lilac. I have no idea what color it is. None. Like, I don't know who the manufacturer it is. I do really love this linen. I have no idea who I've gotten it from. Oh, look, you can't see my ghost. The irony. The irony. There you go. I am actually doing all of the white parts, in case you haven't heard me before. All of the white parts are done in E940, so they will glow. So hopefully this Friday won't be so crazy, and I can get the rest of Mr. Ghost done. Which would mean then that I only have Mr. Frankenstein. I have decided that even though Halloween is not on a Friday, I am going to stitch on this on Halloween because, hello, Halloween. Will it be done by Halloween? Not bloody likely. Am I sad about that? No. Am I going to keep stitching on this until it is done? Yes. I'm not going to put this away just because Halloween happens. Excuse me. I'm going to finish it this way. Will I start the ornaments before this year? No. Once this piece is done, then I will put this aside and start on, I don't know. I mean, I would say something Thanksgiving, but it's not like I have a whole lot of Thanksgiving stitches. Because, yeah. Did I work on Jeep Van Gogh? Of course I did. Can you not see the Jeep tire and the start of the front grill? This is on my Whip Go board. It's called for 2 more blocks, and I've worked on it twice out of those two blocks, which means 10 stitching. Each block is 10 stitching times. I've done 2 stitching times, so I need 8 more to cross off a block, and then it's called for 1 more time. My board is almost done. Do we see this? This is good. Will the October ones, the actual October squares, get finished this month? Maybe one of them. Lizzie, knock, get off. Let me see if I can figure this out with her. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Okay. On Wednesdays, it's Wiener Wednesday. And I worked on my wiener. that not hysterical to say? Like, look. We have a whole second wiener. I have 2 wieners now. I love this piece. This is turkey sausage by Plum Street Samplers. It's stitched on a 14 count tan Ada. Nothing great, nothing special, but I like it. It works well with my turkey wieners. I love them. So what I could do after Halloween, after I finish Halloween parade, is by the way, if you ever wanted to know what candy to ever send me, it's these. It's these. The second choice are Sour Patch Watermelon. Sour Patch Kids, the watermelon ones. And these are the little mini bears. So they don't really count because they don't really have calories. They're so little to have calories. Okay. So what I could do, once Halloween parade is done, I could turn this into Festive Friday. And I could either then, Wednesday work on Mini Long Dog. Or I could start Winter Wienerland. I mean, again, because who doesn't love a good wiener in a sweater? With a Santa hat. I mean, seriously. And hopefully before the end of the year, I'll get into my room and I'll clean it up. And I can find the other wiener dog patterns that I have. Because I have them all. I have them all. Okay. Oh, it's raining projects. Okay. On Monday, on dreaded Monday, y'all pray for me on this one. Monday is Monopoly Monday. Although the God shined down on me and I busted out some stitches on this piece on Monday. Look at that. Lady, you're driving me to drink. Seriously, there's no reason. She has food, she has water. She got cheese puffs earlier as a treat. You don't even like them. Yes, she does. I gotta give Oreo one. Then, by the time I give each of my dogs one, and Maisie is very particular about the color she likes, and will eat. Maisie. Then it's time for Lizzie to have a second one. I don't get very many that way. So really and truly, I don't think they should count for any colors. Okay. So this was the last area I have color bricks for like the hotels to stitch. Can we just admire that not only did I finish this one, I came over here and have these half done. I know. There is a hope and a prayer that one day soon this will get done, long before the year 2050,000 of our Lord and Savior. It's likely not going to get done for this Christmas at this rate. Am I okay with it? Yes, because that means I have a head start on next Christmas. Because I am champ. Yeah. Awesome. So we're just going to go with that promise. One last piece. Y'all. When I am upset, this is the piece I want to help me feel better. I love this piece, as I have said, week after week. So Thursday when I was exhausted, I came home and I stitched on this piece. We are now officially, that's the wrong project. We're We're almost at 4% on Jeep and Go. And on Buffet Mat, we're at 2.4%. We're yeah, like not quite 3%. We're almost at 2.5%. But on this, we're at 51.3% done. God, I hope I get this done for Christmas. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think for Sweetest Day, which is in February, or for Valentine's Day in February, it will be done. I don't think it'll be ready for Christmas. And that's okay. But, y'all, I still need to pick up the skein of 814. It's breathtaking. Like, now I want to, like, finish it and like, FFO it. Obviously, it's going to get framed. And it is big enough where, or far enough along where I can go and find a frame or order a frame, or I've got to decide, do I want it matted or not? I kind of do, and only because I don't want the stitching to go under the, under the frame. Did you see that? Like, under the frame. Like, who does this? Like, yeah, I do. Okay, whatever. Okay. I don't want it to go underneath the frame, like, to lose the stitching. I so want to bring this to StitchCon, but if I do, then for sure he's not going to get it for Christmas or even Valentine's Day. Because, by the way, I'm going to StitchCon Weekend B. Why? Because, y'all, StitchCon will never recover from us, because Kim is coming in from Texas and Julie is coming in from Louisiana. And as long as we have known each other, and we've known each other since the Great Panini, we have never met face to face. Now, Kim and Julie have, but I haven't met them. We regularly Zoom and stitch together, but we have never been in the same room together. And then our friend Tanya is coming up as well from, I believe she's also in Texas. And then Stephanie's coming in from Colorado, and Nicole is coming in from New York. And the only thing that I'm sad about, and I'm excited for Rin and Carrie, because this year they're going to England to a stitch retreat with their friends who came this year to StitchCon. So I'm totally excited for them, but at the same time, like, I'm kind of bummed that they're not going to be there too, because it's like, so I'm very excited. So I've got to come up with like little stitchy presents for my peeps, because I'm very excited. And if I'm correct, Tina, tell me if I'm wrong. Tina, isn't this the year you're coming back to StitchCon in 2024? And again, it's 2024. It's not 2050,000. So I've got to figure this out. The other thing is, we were talking, and I would really, I think she should be, I think Rosie should go into a state fair. What do y'all think? What would be really cool is to enter her up here in Michigan, and then to have my friend enter her down in Florida, where he's from. But, y'all, but I do need to get that skein of 814. Can we just... I love this piece so much. I am so proud of this piece. This is just one of those pieces that the more I work on it and the more details. At first I was worried that you weren't going to be able to read the door, and that it says Hillbilly Candle Company. I absolutely think you can. It looks like an old, well-loved, well-used truck. So do you think I should mat it or not? I guess is the question. he doesn't want it so that it's so huge because, you know, we only like, I get it. I'm the weirdo. And honestly, like half of my big ass projects will probably never hang on a wall. Let's be honest. Um, they just won't. I like nobody has that much wall space. Um, Now I would like to do Lady of Justice for my wall at the office, and I've said that for quite some time. But like even all of the artwork that I had, or like little funny things around the office, the other office, I don't have the wall space at the new office for. Unless I, okay, so I have a gigantic Pegasus from like an old, I think it's Mobile had the Pegasus, whatever, from the old gas station, like the ginormous, like 6 foot big circle one. I have one of those. So if I didn't hang that in my office, which my friend would love it if I would even like loan it to him to hang in his garage. If I didn't, then I could hang some other artwork around my office. Um, However, my Pegasus is getting hung in my on my one wall, and my friend Matt, who helped me move, um, said that he will even help me so that we can light it from like the back or the inside, so that it will light up. And you know, what will be nice about that is I can use some soft light versus the fluorescent overhead light. Then if the off, because if that's there, and then I use my lamps and stuff, and not having the fluorescent light on, um, will help with migraines. So that may be a really good option. Um, I was looking for my measuring stick. Oh my god, y'all, my measuring stick. I Whatever. Okay, so do I when I frame it? Anybody got a suggestion? I kind of feel like it needs to be like an old barnwood type frame. I mean, certainly not a modern frame. Like I don't think because it's an old truck. I feel like it needs to be like an old barnwoody feel. But do I mat it or do I not? The other thing is I am likely going to be framing this myself. God help me. Do I put glass in it or do I not? Um, and then does anybody have any really good tutorials on framing it? Because as we all know, I don't do a lot of FFOing. But I gotta get going. So, the other thing with the move and all of that anticipated, I was going to do the Festival of the Trees this year. I have talked with the organizers, and we're going to move it so that I'm doing it for next year because I just honestly I need some stuff off my shoulders. So I am going to be doing at least one tree next year. My one tree, I would like to do it with either I love you or Merry Christmas in all different languages, like in different ornaments, like from like to represent the different languages that I have. I'm thinking Merry Christmas in different languages, and then like bulbs that will complement that. And the snowflakes that somebody has offered to make, I think will go perfect with that. The other one that I would like to do is more of a beachy, like flamingos, Santa surfing, that type of thing. With these, because you not only do you have to decorate the tree, it's like the tree, they'll give you the tree and the lights. You have to fully decorate it, including a tree topper and a tree skirt. So that's why it's kind of like with everything else. And I would like to use this, if I was using store-bought ornaments, I'd be fine. I'd be fine. Like I could be ready in like next to no time. But because I really would like to have like 90% all handmade ornaments and stuff, that makes it very difficult. It's very time consuming. And I just, with everything, I can't. So, I think that's where we're at with that, to update you on that. I'm trying to think what else. I still have not made it to the post office because, yep. I thought I was going to the day I picked up my keys, but because we went from the old office, we moved a bunch of stuff. I literally picked up my keys that same Thursday that we moved because they weren't ready on Wednesday, and so I picked them up on that. No, I picked them up the Thursday before. I picked them up, but I picked them up on a weird day, and we were coming from the old office with a bunch of stuff in both my car and my friend's car, and to drop off. I didn't even have, so I still need to make it to the post office. So that's on my agenda this week. So, but with that said, I need to get my butt to bed because again, I have to be up early for mediation. I would like to stitch. I'm probably going to stitch a little bit longer on maybe I'll stitch on if I when I stitch tonight, it will either be Rosie or Schoolhouse Rocks, or maybe I'll stitch a little bit on both. So with that, remember, you are smart. You are beautiful. You are wanted. You are cherished. You are loved, and you matter. So let me know your ideas, and we'll talk soon. Bye, y'all.